Hello everybody, your friendly neighborhood budgeter here. Today's gonna be a little different. We're gonna talk about my planner system that I set up while I've been both gone and sick. Cause, I mean, when you're not exactly making money, you can figure out how to organize your money. Fair warning, if you hear bells or that in the background, I have my mother's cat. They went on vacation for their anniversary, so I am in charge of the cat right now. So, fair warning. But yeah, let's go into it. So this is basically everything that I use. I'm really getting used to and being new to the sticker gang. Like, these are from TinyKatePlans, and I know there's another one in here. I used to just draw everything on, honestly. But I wanted to try stickers. They seemed fun. So these are just a bunch of dates. Like, I'm very excited for these ones. You got some Christmas looking ones, some more wintry ones. These ones I plan on using because I technically am on a weight loss journey. I know this is mostly a finance planner, but I also just kind of want to record my progress, so I'm going to write my weight on the little, like, white part, so that should be neat. And then I have some, I know I'm going to butcher this and I apologize. Bye, Josie. TyrianDesigns? Tyrian? I'm gonna link all of those shops that I use down below, but I have some of hers and I really like them. They're really cute. This is the main one that I use, but I also have a birthday one. There's only like 3 birthdays left for me that are, maybe 4, that are of significance, I guess. That sounds mean, but that I actively try and save and get gifts for, if that makes sense. Those are my stickers. I'm just going to put them over there. This extra guy just lives in here, so I had to take him out. This little dude here is actually where most of the budgeting takes place. This is more, the big one is more for planning everything out, writing, spending, and tracking, and figuring out paydays and how many hours I have, and I can keep track of it there. This dude has everything, like, actually planned out. Like, this is technically for this week, but my bank is closed because of the going around, so until they can get people's, they really can't go to the bank. But, like, I use my for grocery lists. There's another one. There, I started one, but I only had $91 that week, so couldn't really do anything. Like, it all happens here in this little dude that I carry with me everywhere. So I guess this is the real budgeting, like, journal, but all the fancy stuff goes in here. What is a journal without stuff to write in it? I've had these forever. I'm a stationery nerd. I used these in college. I'm the one who always sat kind of in the middle and had her Tombow pens ready and her midliner highlighters, highlighting and categorizing everything. These are my go-tos. I have more colors of these, and there's a bunch of them off to the left, but maybe I'll insert a picture here so you can see my little collection of them, I guess. But these are the 2 I love to use the most, because this one's kind of a darker blue. I think it's just the cobalt blue, isn't it? Doesn't it tell you? No. Oh, does it? Focus. No, it doesn't want to focus. Smoke blue. It doesn't want to focus, but this is smoke blue. And we have this one, and then, oh, this one's all in Japanese. I want to say this is sunflower yellow, but I could be wrong. But that's my other one. It is not wanting to focus. It wants to focus on the planner. I get it. These are all my Tombows. Oh, hi, Josie. These are all of my Tombows. These are just the colors I have. These are the ones I use the most. I like more neutral colors when it comes to these guys, because they can be kind of bright. The only exception is this blue. It goes really well with this one when you put them together, because this one's like I guess a true blue almost, compared to the smoky blue. But I love using these for here the most. Like, these are the ones I will always try and use some way, somehow. Alright, and then of course You got to be able to write in it. And this is one of my go-tos. This is kind of like my ride or die. Like, is the Pilot G2.38. This is what I always use. I've used it in college. I've used it in high school. Like, I'll even find other pen bodies that I enjoy using it on. And the refill matches. Like, this was technically a Pilot 7. It is the Kiki's Delivery Service one. My cat ripped off the little clipper here. But it also has a Pilot 3.8 inside of it. And then this is the Sharpie one that a lot of people like. I really like the body of it. It's really nice, especially when I was doing a whole bunch of like coursework when it came to psychology research notes, because after 8 hours your fingers kind of hurt. But it fits the .38 just as well, so don't listen to that. It always houses the Pilot G2.38. It is my favorite. They always run out of stock, so whenever I can, I grab as many of these as I can. So those are my pens. That's what I use. I have a little ruler, I guess. Like, I have this little dude. You can open, you can close. Like, he kind of just lives over here. I technically have pencils. I don't use them a whole lot. Again, they were mostly for college classes, because as a psychology major, I had to do a bunch of graphs, especially in my calculus and statistics class. So I have, every once in a while, I use the Pilot Airblano, I believe it's called, and it's in the .3. I also have the Pilot Grapher. I believe you're a pilot. Yep. I have the Pilot Graph S5 S Series 0.4. So those are about all that I use when it comes to this guy. I'm sure I'll use more once I go back to college, but we're talking about the planner. So this is my planner. This used to actually be a big notebook. That's why there's so much paper in here, and not all of it is the same. I mostly just keep this graph paper and line paper in here, so that way when I write on it, it feels nice and smooth, because I just like how it feels. It's a weird sensory thing that I still don't understand, but it works for me. So if you didn't know, I'm a Cancer. Ooh, my mother got this for me. Alright, the fun stuff. So this is the page that I keep oh, move that. There's a little pocket in here. Forgot about that. But you can see everything that I spend. I didn't start doing it. I kind of highlighted it on September 2nd. This is when I officially set this up. But I went back as far as I could on all of my stubs, so that way I knew exactly what I was doing. And I technically have 3 cards. I have a card that I put money in towards PayPal. It's almost like my Luna budget one, where I can buy whatever I want with it, but at the same time I also don't use it a whole bunch. Like, I try not to use it a whole lot. It's mostly, I guess I could technically say I kind of use it like a credit card, but it's technically a debit card. Like, if I don't want to use it on any of my other if I don't want to use any of my other cards, I use that one, is the best way I can describe it. Then I have my main one, which is my Trono, which is where my check technically goes into. And then down here is my Sweetwater one. This was technically my first debit card and my first bank account, and I don't have the heart to close it. Plus, I just like being able to put exactly $25 away into it each week, and I kind of forget about the card. So that's also kind of like an emergency one. So I only really use this when I go out with friends or something like that, and I don't know, it's just kind of there. It's extra money put away in case I want to use it, but I always track it now. But we have the spending boy for a while, and I have these set up. I got these from an Etsy shop. I can't remember. I want to say it's like Phoenix Template or Phoenix Print. I'm gonna put her Etsy shop down below, just like with all the other ones. But I modified it just a little bit, just so it would work a little better for me. The whole thing that kind of messed up and made me take forever to print this thing was I couldn't get it to fit to the page. I tried all the tutorials, I tried all of the stuff it said on her Etsy page. I couldn't get it to work. I actually had to edit it and edit those corners out and like enlarge it a little bit so that way it would print and it wouldn't be shrunk and blurry. So that's what took so long with this thing, because I've technically had these templates since the end of July. Wow. But then of course in August I basically got sicker than a dog, and it's the middle of September and here we are. Then with spending, we then have, this is my income tracker. I've told you guys before, I work at a grocery store. No big whoop. I work for a Kroger. Whoop-de-doo. I have to update it, obviously, because I have been paid since the 2nd. It's just been kind of interesting trying to get paid. I started the 2nd, went back as far as I technically could. So this number right here is technically post-tax. I always make sure that when I do write it down, it's post-tax, so I have what I would be able to spend and or save put away, because I can't really control the taxes, and I'm able to keep track of that and locate that all online. Like Kroger is actually really good about that, so I just do the stuff that I can technically, I guess, play with. Woo! You can see where I messed up. I'm the best printer ever. This is why I don't own an Etsy shop. Alright, the fun stuff. So this is September as of right now. It has been all updated. I updated it yesterday with a couple of extra things. This is my month. I will keep updating it, of course, because our work week has only gone out to the 25th. And hopefully it gets released for the rest of the month from the 26th to the 30th and the 1st of next month. But I start on Monday, because usually Monday is like always a day off for me. So Mondays is my start, Sundays is my end. I made this a little easier, I think. I lowered the camera. Josie suggested I did it, so thank the cat. But, so again, I start everything on Monday, and then, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I typically, until stuff kind of got hairy at the C-store, because I technically work at the main store, which is the Kroger, or a variation of Kroger, if you will. And then across the street is the gas station, or the C-store. And I work in both locations. So what it used to be, especially when I was in college, Mondays were always off. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was always off. Friday was if I wanted more hours, but usually I was off because, you know, college was college. And then I worked Saturday, Sunday. In the last couple months, some stuff has gotten hairy, so I don't really have a typical schedule anymore. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I don't have a typical work schedule. That kind of hurts. But when it comes to September, I don't know, can you see it all? Well, you can. So here's the full layout of a typical month, essentially. 27th, always my phone bill. 30th, always Spotify. Let's see, technically on the 4th of every month is my car payment due, but I put that into my mom's account in the bank, so I basically just deposit, it's around $217 every month into my mom's account, and then she ships it all off. Let's see, other than that, like, there's a couple of little things in here, like I went to the dentist this month. I have family coming in, so, but this is what I want to talk about. Work. I put down how many hours I'm supposedly, hello Josie, I'm supposedly supposed to work, and then at the end of the week, I always try and put the hours. So on Sunday, write how many hours I had for the previous week. So I had 24 the week of the 5th, or the week of the 4th. I had, hey baby, I had 22 and a quarter the week of the 11th. I obviously haven't worked the week of the 18th and the 13th yet, but so this will be updated on the 19th, of course. I also play Pokemon Go, if you guys didn't know. It's Oshawott Community Day that day. Hope you guys get a shiny. Oshawott's my favorite. But, and then obviously the 26th will reflect from the 20th to the 25th. Not a whole lot going on. So this is kind of where all my planning and stuff exists and happens in my life. I used to be a really big bullet journal girl, I guess you would call it. And I'm trying to get back into it because it really honestly helped me a lot. So I want to get back into it. I want to It helps me see where my spending is. This is what I'm using. This holds all my budget stuff, and this is the culprit that tells on me when I want to not tell people what I'm doing. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I know this isn't exactly the video I would normally do. I'm sure you can hear it. My nose is starting to get stuffy again, but I'm still sick. No, Josie can't. I'm babysitting a cat, which I'm also technically allergic to, so it's been a fun, like, 24 hours. But you guys have a good day. I will see you next week with a cash stuffing video, and have a good day, guys. Blessed be. Love you.